Hey, good morning, Sharon. High tide is right around 3:30 this afternoon, and coastal flood warnings are up for southern Maine. They've also been expanded to include down east Maine, and it's a coastal flood advisory for the mid-coast. But these waves started yesterday. Check out this video from Saco right around that time of high tide there. Already a decent amount of erosion and even some splashover in spots. And today the waves may be double in size, which is why this afternoon's high tide is of such concern. And it's not only at the beaches where we're expecting some flooding. In fact, let's take a look in Portland. We expect there will be flooding this afternoon on the wharfs. If you're familiar with the Portland Pier area around Jay's Oyster, Luke's Lobster, likely to get some flooding there starting around 3 o'clock. Also over in East Bayside, what happens here is in very high tides, water comes up the storm drains. So around Somerset Street and Marginal Way, anytime after about 3 o'clock, and of course this could impact your evening commute, there may be some standing water and perhaps a couple of closed roads in that part of town. Farther south, Camp Ellis and Saco, an area that often floods in these situations, likely to get some splashover and inundation starting around 3 o'clock this afternoon. Farther south, yesterday there was splashover on Webb Hannett Drive in Wells, likely to be repeated again today. And down in York, up against Long Sands Beach on Route 1A, there may be some splashover here. High tide in York coming up at 3:43 this afternoon. The problem here is that the peak waves associated with Teddy happened during the high tide today, building up to 10 to 15 feet near shore. There will be waves offshore, way offshore, over 20 to 30 feet. That's how churned up the Atlantic is going to be. So the bottom line is this coastal flood warning goes through tomorrow morning. It includes 2 high tide cycles. Significant splashover and erosion are possible in vulnerable spots. Please make sure that you're staying back at a safe distance if you're going to be near the water today, because you never know what one of those waves could contain. And if you have any pictures that you safely get this afternoon, you can share them with us on social media or using the Near Me section of our app. I'm meteorologist Ryan Brett.